We all put the background chat music on. How is everybody doing this evening? We're going to try and do this for about an hour, roughly. Slick, what's up, man? That's actually... That actually made me grin. Slick, that made me grin. Not even going to lie, my dude. So, Andrew, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room right out the gate, man. Yankees losing the World Series to the Dodgers in 5. I mean, at least we took one game out of the 5. That was, hats off to the boys for making it. I'll give them that. First World Series berth in 15 years, I believe it was. So I'm very pleased that we at least made it that far. First World Series berth in 15 years. To go from last season when we didn't qualify for the postseason to making it to the World Series this year, that's progress. So, no matter how you feel about the series, right? Obviously, I'm bummed out the Yankees didn't win it. Regardless of how you feel about their performance, how you think the guys did, whether it's pitching, hitting, whatever it was, at least we can take solace in knowing that we didn't do as bad as the Chicago White Sox. I said it. It's a low blow, but I said it. At least we didn't do as bad as the Chicago White Sox. Because, y'all, let's hit the button for it. They had a season. They had an absolute shit season. They were bad. They were that other kind of bad. They were so bad, they redefined bad records. So, if you have been living under a rock this baseball season, you don't know what I'm talking about. The Chicago White Sox set several bad records this season. They had a new MLB record for the most times they've been swept in a season. They also hit the MLB single season loss record. So they had starting pitchers at the end of the season that hadn't won games since May. So, which to fight fair to the starters, you can't necessarily blame them in their entirety because the relievers will come in and lose ball games, right? They will throw ball games, not intentionally. Obviously, they're not throwing ball games intentionally, but it happens. It's the special unboxing that I'm purchasing the Chicago White Sox. Absolutely not. I don't have the $5 to spend on that because let's be real, that's about what they're worth right now. I don't know that you could. I don't know that you could get the Chicago White Sox for free. So, I don't know that you could give away the Chicago White Sox. Where am I from, Eddie? Eddie, I'm originally from the UK. Andrew, if I bought the Chicago White Sox for the $5 valuation that they basically have, I'd give the whole Duke crew box seats because nobody's going to buy them anyways. That's pretty dope, Ed. I'm originally from York. So, Senior, that's it. So, if we were to purchase the Chicago White Sox, I can put up at least $2 of the $5 fee, right? I can do at least $2 of it. Is my studio in the same state that I'm in? Rick, you talking about the new one, bro? I don't know that, to be fair, Ed. No. But Rick, it is in the same state, yes. Different city, totally different city, but it is in the same state. All right, I got $2 of the required $5. Senior's got $1, and let's be real, the shit's gonna cost like $5. So there you go. So me and Andrew doing $2 each. Hey, Crystal, hold your money. We'll need to hire pitchers. Well, we'll get somebody on a league minimum dollar contract, something like that. We'll get somebody for something. Have no fear. Oh, Eddie, we're not betting anything. I don't know if you know much about American baseball, but if you do, or even if you don't for that matter, there's a team in Chicago called the Chicago White Sox, and they suck. They're so bad. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. Bear with me, guys, here 1 second. We're even going to bring the noisy neighbors up in this biatch. So we're going to let them come hang out with us for a little bit. My beeps are on point. Eddie wants me to do some beep timing again, so we will say that the Chicago White Sox suck absolute. They are. They are. They're horrible. This feels so odd to say as the official scorekeeper of Hooflin Gaming, but no baseball scores. It almost makes you feel dirty, doesn't it, Senior? To say there's no baseball scores. It makes you feel like a little icky. Like there's no baseball scores to, like ugh. It's a little dirty. Giggity. Saw that Soto has been contacted by 11 teams. Shocker. New York Yankees, New York Mets, and Los Angeles Dodgers are the big players. Sounds like he is asking for $700 million. Well, he can f off to Los Angeles or the New York Mets if he wants $700 million. He ain't worth it. I need to do. Eddie says I need to do this a lot more. I'll get a ton of views. Yeah. But yeah, he ain't worth $700 million. He can shut the hell up asking for that. Soto ain't worth it. Freaking Ohtani ain't even worth it. So, All right, should we get to the meat and veg of the show? Give me a second here. We have a massive box to unbox. So, well, beat Los Angeles Dodgers. They can fall off a beeping cliff. Beep LA, not a sponsor. Yeah, exactly. LA. They are just absolute garbage. So yeah, they're horrible. LA can from the back. So y'all ready to see what's in this bad boy? I'm ready to show y'all. I have not seen this. This is a complete live unboxing. So y'all ready to see this or what? There we go. Come on. All right. Let's put the kniff down. So, before we get into this, if y'all have ever watched IRL streams on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, and you've wondered how in the hell they are able to do an IRL stream from the middle of the... Let's get the button ready for Eddie. An IRL stream from the middle of the f***ing Cambodian jungle. I'm about to show y'all how they do it. Because this little guy right here is a fantastic piece of kit. From a company called Unlimited IRL, not a sponsor. Maybe they should sponsor me though. Shout out to them. I will definitely send them the link to that video. This is how they do it, right? This is called an IRL streaming backpack, right? There is a multitude of pieces that go into this. Right, so this is an IRL streaming backpack. And what do I mean by that? Well, it comes with a bunch of cool little things that make the world go around, right? So in this sucker, the main piece of kit is right here off to the side, okay? We're going to hold it up again so y'all can see it, all right? This is the main piece of kit. This is the live use solo, all right? That sucker... along with, well, there's one battery pack. There's one battery pack on the side here already. There's, so the live view solo is right here. The battery pack is right here. Mine comes with 2 battery packs. The other one's, I believe, in this little box right here. This should be the other battery pack, and it is. It looks like the other battery pack. So we'll show y'all what it looks like. This is basically it right here. This is the battery pack that comes with it. Okay. It's got several different connectors on it. And I've got another one coming that will do more fun stuff. But this is backpack. So you can actually... down the arm that the battery pack is on, you can put both of these suckers in there. And, you know, it's cool shit. Anyways, further down in the backpack is these little guys right here. All right, there's a whole bunch of extra shit in here. So you've got what is a battery cable. Big ass plug. You've got another cool little carrying pouch. Not sure what that's for, so we'll throw that right out the way. We have got here more wall connectors. They're giving you wall connectors for basically the major continents in the world. But we don't need the other little side package. And then obviously one that'll work stateside. That allows you to charge your shit. So we're going to put these guys back in their places. Yeah, basically, Mod Crystal says she's going to be the one wearing this bitch. And she's not wrong. Let's just put the battery back in its little container. Put all this shit away. And then we'll get more into the meat and veg part of the backpack as well. Just so we don't lose anything, right? All right. So there's another portion of this backpack that I forgot to show off. And it is a little hard to show. But this is ultimately, this little portion of the backpack is ultimately the brains of the operation, right? So other than the live view solo, you can see in here, right? In there, in the front portion of the backpack, that's not one. That is not two. Nor is it three, but it is 4 different modems. 4. So I opted for the 4 modem option. That is essentially, those guys are how you draw the internet signal to the live view solo. The live view solo can have, I believe, up to 6 different internet connection sources going to it. The modems are all going to be cell phone signals, right? They can also have a Wi-Fi connection to it, and it can also have an Ethernet connection to it. It can have a lot of shit connected to it. But mine is going to have the 4 modems for now. That's ultimately how you connect to the world. So when you think of IRL streams on, you know, an iPhone, right? They're a lot of fun. You know, they can work for people when you're, you know, in a downtown area, or, you know, if you're in a place like this, it's got, you know, my place has great Wi-Fi, right? Because I pay out the ass for it. But when you're out in the middle of the Cambodian jungle, and I only reference that because I saw an IRL streamer, at least allegedly out in the middle of the Cambodian jungle, IRL streaming, walking down like country ass jungle roads in the middle of Cambodia, and I saw them IRL streaming, and it was freaking cool. But what inspired this was, and Mod Crystal can attest to it, is that we went to TwitchCon in end of September. Went to TwitchCon at the end of September, and one of the things that I really wanted to do was IRL stream at TwitchCon, but there was absolute dog connection in the convention center. So, I mean, you've got 30-odd thousand people at this convention, right? So the mobile connection, needless to say, was in the freaking toilet. And the convention center wanted to charge something like $60 or $70 for Wi-Fi access a day. So, nah, that wasn't going to happen. Excuse me. The Wi-Fi connection, I'm not paying for that. That's not happening. So we started watching, walking around looking at these people doing their streams and how were they getting such good quality in their streams and being able to survive. And yeah, some of these guys took it to an extreme level. They had legit like camera crews with them. They had, sound guys with them. They took it to that level, way up there, an unnecessarily high level. But the ones, the ultimate thing that it boiled down is the one piece of kit that they were all using was an IRL streaming backpack, which had 4+ modems in it, and the idea behind it is it draws all the signal from all the sources together, bundles up your video in a nice package, sends it back out, and you guys get a quality stream out of it. So it's not something that I will be using all the time. But certainly when we go on trips, like we're going to the UK in January, we're going to take the IRL backpack with us. When we do maybe like day trips to the zoo or to the aquarium, shit like that, we will have the backpack with us. Stuff like that, nights out, dinner, outside dining, all that kind of shit. We'll have the IRL backpack with us. So it'll be, for events like that, is going to be the purpose that it serves. Good stuff, fun stuff, not just everyday run-of-the-mill shit. Because it's also not cheap to operate. If my math is correct, because you are essentially, running 4 mobile connections at the same time, you don't have to subscribe to carriers, luckily. They take care of all that. They have global data plans and North American data plans and stuff like that. So, but it's a couple $100 a month. It's not cheap. So that's why it's not something that will be used all the time. It is something that will be used for TwitchCons and, Blizzard cons and Dragon cons and any kind of con you can think of. That's what it's going to be used for. There will be some testing over the next couple of weeks. We will try it out. Those will likely be held on the test stream Twitch channel that we have access to. But this is it. This is what I've been waiting a long-ass time for. A long time for. I've been waiting for this for the better part of a month, roughly. I've been waiting for this for the better part of a month, and it's finally here, and I'm happy that it's finally here. But it is missing, you might want to say, one unique piece of kit, and I will explain why it is missing one unique piece of kit, and that unique piece of kit is camera, right? You would think that an IRL streaming kit that has the price tag that it does, shall we say, it would have some form of camera. And there is a version of this package on their website that does come with a camera. It comes with a Sony, some odd whatever camera, right? But when I was planning it out and talking with them, I say, guys, I don't really need a camera because I got this one. I got my Sony a6400, which is my webcam, which y'all are looking at me on. I don't really need a camera. The webcam that I have, because I already operate a DSLR webcam, as you know, if you're getting into content creating, you need to get one. Get a DSLR webcam. Thank me later. But I said I already have one, and I said, hey, will this work? And they said, absolutely. They said 100% the camera that I have will work. So they very graciously built up a package that did not include the camera that they supply, and that takes a chunk out of the price, which was fantastic. So we got two camera options. Obviously, my Sony a6400 is one, and then believe it or not, your cell phone can actually be a camera for that. You just hardwire it in. You use a certain select type of a couple of camera apps, and boom, your cell phone can even be your camera system, which I like the idea of because it's a little bit more discreet than a massive DSLR. But the DSLR is nice, so we're gonna go down that rabbit hole of seeing which one we want to use for what. We'll find the right kit, the right setup, and hopefully y'all enjoy the content that we bring. Will be nice, but I look forward to taking y'all along for the ride with it. Really, it has been something that I really wanted to get into because I love vlogging, but vlogging takes a lot. Whereas if I can just set up an IRL stream, man, y'all can hang out with me for the entire time because I love the vlogging portion of it, the recording portion of it. It's the editing that is, it chafes my ass, right? Having to go through because, Crystal can attest to this. We will record 3-4 hours worth of footage, and I got to edit that down to get a 10-minute video out of it. And I do edit it down to get a 10-minute video out of it. So that, we'll hit the beat button again, Fred. That really chafes my ass. So I figured rather than that, let's invest some kit in the in the production again. Let's make an investment in it and let's do this right. And I feel like we are on the track to doing it right. We've invested in it. It's because Y'all know me. If I'm going to go down an avenue of content creating, production, whatever you want to call it, you know, I'm going to do it right, because the quality of what I bring to y'all is very, 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 very important to me. I don't like bringing dog shit streams with bad quality, and that bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Senior, I'll get you a watch hours update here, because it is getting close. Oh, shit. Shoot. I accidentally stopped the Twitch side of it there for a second, so I apologize for that. There'll be a slight hiccup on the Twitch side, but most of y'all are watching on the tubes anyways. I fat-fingered a button over there. So, watch hours. Let's go over to that. So, watch hours update, and what Senior is asking for in that regards is a thing on YouTube to get full monetization. You can do it one of two ways. You can either get 4,000 watch hours over a rolling 365-day period, or you can get 10 million views on YouTube Shorts over a 90-day period, right? So we are currently pursuing the 4,000 watch hour route. And of the required 4,000 watch hours, we are now sitting at 3,767 of the required 4,000. So we are shy by just 2,000. We're shy by just 233 watch hours. So we are that close. So I'm going to be, basically telling my computer to watch that shit 24/7 at this point. Andrew, I appreciate that. Andrew's saying he's been playing recorded streams and stuff as background at work. I do appreciate that. I appreciate all the support, because right now my 9 to 5 is a pain in the backside when it comes to generating content. But one thing we are going to do over the next day or so, it might be today, it might be tomorrow or today. It might be, I guess technically it is today, given the time of day. Yeah, technically it is the 1st of November. But it might be, we'll just say tomorrow for the sake of the argument. We're going to do an IRL stream of the new studio. It is completely empty and void of everything. But I want to take y'all for a tour of that. That will probably not involve using the backpack. Let's be real. That's going to involve cell phone, which, is not going to be bad in the area. It's great signal. We'll set everything up just nice, and we'll do that just fine. So that's probably going to involve that, which is awesome. And I want to do that and take y'all around and show y'all everything, and y'all can give creative ideas. That'll either be Friday, which is technically today, or Saturday, one of the two. We'll figure it out, but I'll give y'all plenty of warning, a couple hour warning on Discord. I'll be like, hey, IRL stream, new studio tour, that kind of stuff. And we will be selective of what we show of the studio, obviously to maintain privacy. So I posted a couple of lobby photos today on the Discord. We will not be showing any more of that particular area in an IRL stream, right? So the lobby photos, if you want to see them, are in the Discord, but that is, we will not stream any of that, because that is, public area, and the residents want some aspect of privacy, and so do I. So we will do what stream we'll do just inside the confines of the new studio. There's some piece of paperwork poking out of the bottom of the box here. That's the paperwork you do actually need to read, apparently. I'm low-key curious as to what's in this little... What is this little pouchy thing here? So we're going to crack it open. I don't know what this is. You know what? I think I do actually know what this is now that I think about it. This, if you don't want to, if I'm correct in what I'm thinking, if you don't want to haul around the whole backpack, you want to be a little bit more low-key about it, you can actually put the LiveView in this little carrier case and just carry this. You don't have to actually use the whole backpack setup if you don't want to. If you want to be a little bit more discreet about what you're doing, you can do that, I believe. So that's what that is. Will we be using that? Probably not, to be fair. But that's cool to actually do that. Just because if we're going to do something, we're going to do it right. So I'm pretty stoked to have that piece of kit, to be fair. I might get some, like, patches or something to... Like, maybe, you know, cover their branding a little bit. But as far as branding goes, that's really about the only branding that's on there. Looks like a new makeup bag from Mod Crystal. She'll tell you how much I care about makeup. She'll tell you herself. Man. It's been an action-packed 35 minutes. We absolutely shit on baseball. We unboxed the IRL backpack. One thing I would love to explore, I'm sure there's got to be a way to do it. I'm sure. Is I would love to explore how to be able to swap cameras from this to my cell phone so I can take y'all, you know, so I can take y'all around the place. And there is a way to do that. I just haven't set it up. There you go, Andrew. I knew we got along well, dude. I knew we got along well. But my my fantastic I want to say cleaner has been here today, and the place is spotless. It is absolutely amazing. It is totally clean and tidy. What I'm really curious about is this guy right here. This is a little piece of kit that I ordered about the same time as the backpack, but you know, it's it didn't come as part of the kit. It's just something that I wanted to get to make sure it works. So this little guy is basically a fake battery, which I already have one. Right, what I mean by fake battery is this is what the battery looks like that goes in the camera. But the difference is that it's got a power cable attached to it. It doesn't, you know, just charge from the battery. So it allows you to charge by a multitude of different sources or maintain the camera on by a multitude of different sources. This will be part of the test kit, right? In the backpack, there should have been, and I believe there probably is somewhere. If not, I'll order my own. I might have to order my own. I'm not sure. I'm looking it over again now that we're thinking about it. So, yeah, I think there probably will be something that I have to look for. Basically, it's a micro HDMI cable. Right, Senior, don't threaten anybody with that. We might collectively go into the home early. Andrew, my back, my knees, my hips, all say that I'm about 80, so I'm right there with you. We need to get, we got the fake battery. Getting back on track here for a second. We got the fake battery. We need to get a micro HDMI cable. And then next day off, we'll spend some time actually testing that out. "28 and your body feels like you're in your 80s. Well, if it was opposite day, Crystal would say she's 24. So, y'all do the math on that one. But she is not by any stretch of the imagination the oldest member of the Do Crew. I believe that title goes to probably either Dan or Phone Man. They are probably the older members of the Do Crew. Yeah, backwards day. If it was backwards day, she'd be 24. But I think, we're probably going to continue this, streaming content creating all the way into the nursing home. So you can look back over the years and, man, I remember when Hooflung just sat on his ass at his desk and now he's sitting on his ass at a nursing home. The good old days, right? Well, man, this is gonna be a lot of fun setting this up on a day off. It's gonna take the majority of that day off, I'm sure. Oh my god, I'm tired. Yeah, basically, at that point, we'll all pitch in and we'll have the Do Crew sponsored nursing home. Where it's all of us just sitting in there, talking mad shit about the good old days. That'd be great. We'll have it branded in there, and it'll be one long IRL stream of us just talking mad shit, enjoying it. Oh, 100%. But we'll have to get a... We'll have to get a nursing home that literally straddles the Canadian-U.S. border so that he can be in the room but still on the Canadian side of it. And we'll just talk mad shit. For this Christmas, we should all send Kay a massive, insane order of, Canadian bacon. Yeah, despite his best efforts, he'll still be Canadian. But I think we should all band together and send him some obscene, a pallet's worth of Canadian bacon. Maple syrup. We could do that, but, Let's see how much a pallet of Canadian bacon would cost. I'm now curious. Let's see how much it would cost. We're gonna pull this up here. I don't know who that is, nor am I gonna Google it. How much is a pallet of Canadian bacon? I want a whole pallet of it. I don't want just one. We're going on the, site here. All right, so we're gonna, y'all give me a poundage, giggity. How many pounds of Canadian bacon would we try and send Kay? Let's do that. How many pounds of Canadian bacon would we try and send Kay? £75? Okay, Senior says 125 pounds. Let's do... So 125 pounds is 2,000 ounces, right? 2,000 ounces. Y'all, we could send Kay from the Costco Business Center website. We could send Kay 125 pounds of Canadian bacon for the low fee of $510. We could send him 125 pounds of Canadian bacon for about $510. That's not bad. The math on that one is 125 pounds is 2,000 ounces. The smoked Canadian bacon sliced comes in 40-ounce packages. You times that by an average cost of $10.19, so I rounded it up to $10.20, and you get $510. We could send Kay 125 pounds of Canadian bacon, U.S., for $510. So... I mean, I'm half tempted to throw that up on crowdfunding website and be like, all right, look, we want to send a Canadian guy 125 pounds of Canadian bacon. We need to raise $510. That'd be fun. He would be like, what the hell is all this bacon showing up in my house? And it would just be, we'd ask for it just in a box. It would just, from the Do Crew label on it. And he would immediately know. Or not even that. Not even put the Do Crew on there. But, ask for gift wrapping. And on the message, just put, this is not real bacon. And then he would know it's from us. So just ask for a nondescript box with just one piece of paper in it that says, this is not real bacon. And he would know immediately who it's from. I'd laugh my ass off. I'd have a great time doing that. I'm reading the description of it, but yeah. That'd be great, Senior, but I think this is not real bacon is more appropriate given that it's bacon, Canadian bacon. It's Bar M smoked Canadian bacon. Bar M, not a sponsor. F them. I like that idea, man. I'm half tempted to do it. Just saying. or figure out some way to send him like 100 pounds worth of bacon. I'm half tempted. Very, very half tempted. Oh. Arena, I would love to know, like, how much of this comes on a pallet. I would love to know how much of this comes on a pallet because, y'all, remind me, I'm going to take a picture of this. The next time I'm at work, i.e. tomorrow, because I have no life, I'm going to look up exactly how much of this comes on a pallet. And we might go that route. He can split it with Spencer. Yeah, I mean, he's within blast radius of Spencer. From what I understand, they are, you know, within blast radius of each other. So, that could work. But I want to figure out how much of this comes on a pallet. Dude, this might be a thing, y'all. And the only thing we're gonna ask is that we somehow, some way, we get a recording of his reaction. So each package is roughly 2.5 pounds. So it'd be 50 packages of bacon. Is roughly what we'd be sending to his house. Right. Well, I don't know that they've ever met in real life. I don't know that they know where each other lives other than they live in the Toronto surrounding areas. Right? Because they probably still keep their privacy. But I'm sure I could arrange something. That'd be funny. I'd be like, look, dude, have a block party, you know. Give it out to the neighbors, whatever you want to do with it. Donate it afterwards. Make sure it goes to you, so. That'll be the conversation that he and I have afterwards. I'll be like, look, make sure it goes to good use. IRL stream it. Yeah. You know, we could, dare I say, fly up to Canada to deliver it to him personally. Live on camera. Knock on his door and he'll be like, what the hell are you doing up here? I'll be like, well, I brought you something. Here goes a duffel bag full of Canadian bacon. Like 200-pound duffel bag. We could do a secret crowdfunding thing from now until Christmas. And then fly up there in January and take the funds gathered from that and buy as much Canadian bacon as possible. And give it to him. It's possible. It is possible. I don't know. That'd be an investment. Fly up to Toronto for the day. Kick the IRL stream on immediately. So, I think it, I think it'd be fun. But, oh my goodness, guys. Y'all, it has been, we're going to chop it here. We're right at about an hour. We're at 53 odd minutes, 52 and a half minutes, something like that. Y'all, it has been fantastic hanging out with y'all tonight. I do appreciate it very, very much. We had everybody from y'all to the noisy neighbors in here. Although they're typically a quiet bunch when it's not GTA content, right? I do appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I love bringing y'all the unboxing. Don't forget to, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, guys.